ringing up Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here. Once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Every single day, I'm leaving you a message, and every single day, you're refusing to engage with me, whilst at the same time holding my brother hostage and unlawfully detained at your private prison or health care or care facility, which is clearly falling apart now because of your insistence that my brother lacks capacity. Clearly, he does not lack capacity. And I was on to you from day one that you were desperately trying to arrange a capacity assessment for my brother and to railroad a capacity assessment for you to justify or retrospectively justify all the villainous actions that you as a council have done. This is one of the reasons that you were so desperate to take the matter to the courts. I got my brother signed over a lasting power of attorney to me very legitimately in 2019 after I had been released into my care, and your failure, complete abysmal failure to either detain my brother following his initial abduction in August 2018, and then his release into my care, which obviously you were very you, the local authority, were very aggrieved at, considering that on the very same day you reported us to the police to have a welfare check on my mother carried out, and it was all just basically this will all happen on the 14th of December 2018. Then in 2019, and then in 2019, after you had come to arrest me from my home regarding my mother's case, your manager Vicina Brown had carried out a mental capacity assessment, which clearly indicated that my brother wanted to stay with my sister in Oldham. So you've got no legal basis to say that my brother lacks mental capacity, and that was in April 2019. April 2019, that you had Vicina Brown, and you have also commented on that was the case. My brother had mental capacity to decide where he wants to live in April 2019, and then subsequently following that, he signed over his lasting power of attorney to me several months later in June and July, all of which was then subsequently looked to be overturned by you, the local authority, because it didn't serve your personal agenda, given it contradicted and undermined the criminal conviction. So you have already gone out of your way to sabotage and undermine my attempts to clear my name, and so therefore you had no capacity assessment carried out, and therefore you was desperately and urgently needing to commission the services of Judge Beckley in London to undermine my and sabotage both my lasting powers of attorney that I'd paid for, which were for property and finances and health and welfare. You suspended both of them and made yourselves or looked to make Adalat, and had previously enterprised to make Adalat the financial deputy, and then used some gobbledygook that it's a conflict of interest. Clearly, the financial deputyship that you had worked closely with to get Adalat was a fraudulent enterprise. I tried to fix the situation, and then you had subsequently, as a local authority, proceeded to undermine my brother's legitimate lasting powers of attorney, only for my brother to then, in 2021, sign over for me to get an independent capacity assessment carried out regarding my brother, which could not be then altered, despite your several attempts to work with the courts and the Nicholas Todd, the fraudulent and criminal capacity assessor, to have my brothers forcibly registered as lacking mental capacity through the collusion of Sun Valley GP practice. All this entomizing and scheming all fell apart because I had got my brother's lasting power of I had got my brother's capacity assessment carried out in August, after he had been released from being a patient at Linfield Mount Hospital under Dr. Dixon. So all this happened in August 2021, but you still persisted in trying to carry out a capacity assessment forcibly, trying to get court orders to forcibly carry out a capacity assessment, despite the fact that you need a capacity assessment initially to instigate proceedings, but it was just your collusion with the public guardian. And then in 2020, towards the end of 2021, you tried to tell the police to come down and kidnap my brother several times in October and November, December time. All that failed, and then eventually in January, my mother died, and then that was just a complete change of circumstances because you were forcing my brother to carry out a capacity assessment in January. Then it had to be moved to February, and February I told you that my brother had suffered such a became so distressed being with yourself that he had to be hospitalized. And now you've learned from the hard way that yes, everything I'm saying was truthful, and also presented you with a truly independent capacity assessment carried out by Nelly Spoot Services. Even then, after having all the evidence presented to you, you then proceeded to work in the background and colluded and conspired with the courts of protection to only inform me in October that actually the capacity, the lasting powers of attorney have been removed, and you are now the financial deputy, considering that Adalat's services were no longer needed, and so you can get all his money. And that's how this matter proceeded in 2022. And at the same time, you've been colluding and conspiring with the housing association to remove us. And this is all just a all orchestrated enterprise. The only thing that's going to happen now is that my brother's going to die in your custody unlawfully, because it is unlawful. He's not even lawfully should be taken into your custody. You're refusing to engage with me or have anything further to resolve the situation. You've basically shown yourself, you've shown your true face and true character as being villainous and evil, and
you have 15 seconds recording time remaining.
Villainous and evil, and clearly colluding and conspiring, all sorts of, you can target my brother, and all this is just so you can get out of paying his care costs. The amount of length of effort and time you've put into this is truly stupendous. Also, you can target and victimize me and save money. How's that going so far? You're not saving any money.
Your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. Message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.